Galgun 2, but it's actually the third game. Yeah, so I recently played through, okay, well, I don't know how recent it's been, but I played through Galgun 2 not too long ago. I really like the Galgun series. I think they're fun on-rail shooters. It's just a bizarre concept. You're going around your high school blasting your classmates with euphoria. You know, it's the most like Japanese concept ever, and I love it. It's so stupid. It's just dumb fun, right? So I played Double Peace, and that game is phenomenal. Like, genuinely, what a great game. It's such a good on-rail shooter, and nobody's making on-rail shooters in the 8th gen. Nobody makes on-rail shooters anymore. But it blew my mind because what all is going on in Double Peace. I think Double Peace is a phenomenal game. I think they crushed it. So I tried Galgun 2. I played Galgun 2. I platinumed Galgun 2. I kind of don't like Galgun 2. I think it is absolutely inferior in every sense from Galgun Double Peace, and I gotta talk about it, man. I gotta get it off my chest. I've been thinking about it for weeks at this point. Like, we gotta chat about Galgun 2, guys. I hadn't played the original Galgun. I've owned Galgun Returns on the Switch for a while now, so I decided to play a little bit of that because I was curious, is Galgun 2 more like Returns and Double Peace was the outlier in the series, or is Double Peace like Returns and Galgun 2, which is the third one, I don't know why it's called 2, is that the outlier? So I played enough of Returns. I got the true ending for 2 of the girls. Yeah, Galgun 2 is the outlier, and it's really disappointing. Let's just start with the premise of these games, right? In the original and Double Peace, the premise is relatively the same. You got an angel girl, and bear with me, guys, it's a very Japanese plot, okay? You got an angel girl who's trying to pass her angel exam to graduate to full-time status, I guess. And to do so, they have to blast somebody with a Cupid's arrow, I think, and therefore, you know, hey, congratulations, Stan, you're gonna get the woman of your dreams. But they kick it into overdrive, and they absolutely blast the crap out of the poor soul. In Double Peace, it's Hodai. In the original, it's Tenzo. So, because they blasted you with so much power, you effectively have a single day to secure your baddie for life, or else no creature in existence is gonna find you attractive. Like, it's over, chat. Like pack it up. It's such a fun premise. There's such high stakes, big stakes involved here. I don't want to be alone forever, guys. I don't want my homie in a video game to be alone forever, okay? Like, I'm taking this seriously. We're gonna save our guy, okay? Galgun 2 decides to go in a completely different direction. In the original, as far as I can tell from where I made it in the original, there's no demons present, alright? But in Double Peace, there's a little demon girl named Corona running around causing mischief and mayhem, and you have to, like, not only try to, like, build your relationship with the girls, you have to, like, stop the little demon girl from causing mayhem, okay? So Galgun 2 is much more about stopping demon presence. Galgun 2, you're chilling in class, vibing with your classmate, you notice you have an app on your phone that you've never seen before. How strange. And you go to pick up your phone, and it's glowing, and then there's just a box that appears on your desk. And you open it up, and inside there's a headset, like a virtual reality headset, and so you put on the headset, and then there's an angel girl in front of you, and she's like, oh my god, congratulations, you did it, you've been selected to participate in our program, woo! She's all excited, like, congratulations, you're our hero of the month. Come on, like, we gotta go deal with the demons. We gotta stop them. There's girls possessed with demonic powers. Aw, crap, here they come. Take them out, champ. And so you blast them down, like, because Galgun, right? You're still blasting chicks. That's like it. That's the plot. First off, I don't really like the fact that you're not a character, right? You're just yourself. So in the first 2 games, you were a character within the story. Galgun 2, it's much more like, oh, you're playing a virtual reality game, but you get some input. You get an illusion of choice. In the first 2 games, there are dialogue options between characters that genuinely affect things. You pick the right option, the character likes you more. You pick the wrong option, they hate you more. They're silly, they're dumb, they're fun, they matter. Galgun 2 has an illusion of choice. It'll offer you dialogue options. I don't even know why does it even make you click? It makes you answer at points. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You have one choice. I have one choice. Why are you making me pick? Just play the game. Why are you making me pick? If it doesn't matter, why am I picking? You can skip every cutscene in this game. It doesn't matter. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm just irritated thinking about it. This game makes me mad when I think about it, if you guys can't tell. I will admit, game looks better, graphically. However, I played this game on my PlayStation 4. This game came out in 2018. Visually speaking, it is a step up from Double Peace, okay? 100%. There's no argument. It looks better. I was playing it on my PS4. This is an 8th generation game. This came out for the PlayStation 4, alright? The PS5 didn't come out for another 2 years. It does not run well at all. There's random hitching that'll happen where your screen will freeze and then your thing flies over and it's like, oh shit, I just screwed up. I missed my shot because of the game. But don't worry. You might think, oh man, that just ruined the... Don't worry. We'll get into that. It doesn't really matter. I'll explain in a minute. So let's just take a second. Okay, so you're gonna help me defeat Demon Girl. It turns out to be Corona. She's causing mischief and mayhem. Corona feels so much more mean-spirited in this one. Like, she wasn't a good guy in Double Peace, but she felt more like, you know, she's doing her thing because she's trying to graduate. This one, I don't even, like, she's just kind of a dick in Galgun 2. She's so much more mean. I don't like Corona in 2. So you have to just get your Demon Buster points to a threshold, and you have like a whole month to do it, and they're like, hey, yeah, you got these days where it's gonna be double point day. You're gonna get double the points. Woohoo. Bro, your points don't matter. They just simplified the game. They made it so much easier. Points don't matter. They just accumulate over time, run after run. There is no doing a run and going for a high score. My shots don't matter. It doesn't matter if I have a perfect run on this stage because my Bezo bucks are gonna be all the same. And why do I call them Bezo bucks? Well, when you accumulate a high enough score, you get a fucking package sent to you like it's Amazon, and they give you snacks and they give you stuff for your room. You have a room, by the way, in this. Yippee, woohoo, ah. You get to decorate it. It looks cool. I like decorating it. I like the decorations you put into it. What's the point? Why did you do this? I don't get it. What is the point of this? Nothing matters, man. The big gimmick with Galgun 2 is that instead of you just going through a stage and blasting girls and then getting to a boss fight, is there's 3 types of stages that you can select from, which is exactly like in Double Peace and Returns to an extent, because in those games you're moving throughout the stage itself. You run into chicks, you blast them, you're bobbing, weaving, ducking, diving, trying to avoid these girls. It's on the rail, you keep going. This is so much different because you sit in a spot and you defend yourself. You defend yourself from the onslaught like it's Nazi zombies, okay? You sit in this spot until you clear it, and then you have to go and look and say, oh, I guess I click there and I move there now. It's not bad, per se, but that's what a standard stage is in this one, okay? The other 2. So there's one which is basically a search mission. There's so few of them, by the way. There's like none of them. And it sucks, because they're actually kind of fun. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about it. Yeah, so the gimmick of this game. So you have the headset on, and you have your blaster, right? Well, what's this other thing? You apparently think, because you're not a fucking character, you're yourself, you think is a hairdryer. Why? It's a vacuum cleaner. It's Professor Egad's vacuum cleaner from Luigi's Mansion. And you use that to just suck up objects, blow stuff out of the way, suck up the demons. This is what bothers me with these kinds of games, though. They're so fan servicey that they think they have to up each other. You don't. Double Peace up the factor from the first game, right? There's more fan service to it, okay? So what does Galgun 2 decide to do in order to up it? I actually thought they tuned it down. I thought, hey, you know what? They actually dialed back the fan service a bit. It's not quite as bad anymore. Well, you're meant to use your vacuum cleaner to suck up the demons, okay? If you hold on to the vacuum for too long, you will just vacuum off the girls' clothing. They're just left in their undergarments, their skimpies. I feel bad more than anything. You know, it's just awkward and weird, right? But like, why did you have to do that? Why is that the gimmick you came up with? It's not like Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is fucking peak. Anyways, I'm sorry. A little sidetracked. So you have the standard one, right? The standard stage. What you have then are a series of search quests. One of your classmates, one of your schoolmates will say like, hey, I brought in these game consoles. I don't know what happened to them. Can anyone help me find them? So what you do is you go to the area, you pick a spot, and it's like, oh, 0 of 2, and then you just kind of click around opening stuff, and you vacuum stuff out of the way, and then you'll find the object you're looking for. Occasionally a girl will come by, and if you don't hit her, she'll summon the horde, she'll summon the swarm. It's Left 4 Dead 2, right? They're flying in, climbing over walls and stuff to try to get ya. So those ones are actually fun. I actually do enjoy those ones a lot, 'cause it's a change of pace, right? It's different. But there's so few of them, man. There's like 8 of them. What there is a stupid amount of is the third style of stage that they add, the defense style. What it is they're like, stuff's going down in the gym. Someone come save us. And then you get there and it's just a couple of your schoolmates all standing around and you literally just have to stop the demons from attacking them. And that's it. That's the stage. That's the gameplay. You vacuum all the demons up. Uh-oh, here come more demons. All right, well, you vacuum up a Mr. Happy, which is this little pink fucker. In this, he charges your vacuum cleaner, so your vacuum's all revved up, right? He's your Duracell battery. So you're just sucking up more demons all across the room, right? And that's the game. That's the stage. That's what you do. You bounce between them and you stop the demons from attacking them. Do you want to know what the only redeeming quality of that game mode is? It's when you finish, the girl is thanking you, and there's a classmate beside her, and she gives you this little wave, and it is the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen. It is the most adorable little wave of thanks that they give you. That is your reward. That is the reward for doing that, is that little wave they do. It doesn't make it good. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's just not fun. You know what made Galgun Double Piece so fun? There was so much going on in these stages, man. There was a gimmick with it where your classmates would post to like Facebook, essentially. You could see their conversations on social media kind of thing. And they'd just be like, oh no, I lost my volleyball. Can someone help me find it? And one of their classmates would be like, you're such a bozo. I don't think it's gonna turn up. Where'd you lose? And I'm like, I lost it in the gym. So when you go to do the gym stage, there's a side objective. Instead of just blasting your way through, you can use the zoom and look for objects. There's some weird ones where it's like, hey, could somebody get the measurements for the class president? And it's like, yeah, all right, hold on. Hey, there she is. Let me zoom in. All right, there you go. Fucking weirdo. And they're like, oh, dude, thanks. You're real as fuck. There was variety. There was reasons to search around and zoom in and find objects throughout these stages. It was cool. It was really cool. There's so much going on in these stages. There's side objectives for you to do it. And you're going for your high score. It's great. What does Galgun 2 have? Nothing. So your reward in 2, you're doing this stage for this girl. And your reward from completing it is you get her phone number. What's the point of the phone number? Well, in Galgun 1 and Double Piece, there was collection mode, which was where you could go through every single one of the girls that you could encounter in that game. Galgun Double Piece, by the way, absolutely love collection mode because it is a banger soundtrack. I've used it in several videos. Galgun 2, you load up the game, right at the main menu, you'll notice collection mode is missing. How can I talk to these girls? How can I get to know them? Well, you get their phone number, and in the intermission, when you're sitting in class, you can ring them up on the telly, and you'll be like, hey, you wanna get together on the roof? And then you go and meet them on the roof, and then you just kind of shoot them, and they say some lines of dialogue. You can make them like you. How do you make them like you? Do you remember those snacks I said you got from your care packages with your Bezo bucks? You throw a bunch of snacks at them, and then they're like, holy shit, bro, you're so cool. Wow. You throw a bunch of shit at them, and they're like, wow, I never realized you were so attractive. And now they like you. And what does that mean? It means you can invite them over to your house. What does that mean? Fucking nothing, man. There's nothing to it. It doesn't matter. You can do the really weird, like, the equivalent of the Doki Doki mode from Double Piece. But, like, there's no point to it. I'm not getting Hodai this girl for life. You know what I mean? There's no wholesome ending where these two fall in love and are together forever. It's just me being a fucking weirdo in the gym. For like the first 10 hours of me playing this game, I was like, how the fuck? Where is their information? I want to know who this is and what they're about. A lot of these girls are from Double Piece. I remember what a lot of them were about. Like, you know, you got Karaoke Girl, Train Girl, Tell It Like It Is Girl, Class President. A bunch of these chicks are from Double Piece. So I know what they're about. The Cat Girl. Everybody knows the Cat Girl. Look at her. But then you got these other chicks who are new to Galgun 2, and I'm like, how do I discover it? Like, what are these chicks about? I don't understand. It doesn't tell you. You gotta shoot Risu. So like, Risu's got this little tiny chibi form when you're in stages, and if you shoot her in a stage, she just gives like a little eep. It took me way too long to realize it. And that's where the chick's information is. You have to shoot Risu. It doesn't tell you to do that. Did they really think I would just be like, oh, it's Risu, let me shoot her again? Like, and you tell I'm a little upset. Yeah, so there's no collection mode. The girls don't matter. There's less character development with them too. I mean, you have the 6 lines of dialogue they'll tell you when you blast them, when you're, you know, hanging out with them. But in Galgun 2, they had these little conversations between each other in their text exchanges for their quests, and it was really cool. You had their wholesome confessions. You could see what they were all about in collection mode. You got their student handbooks. Yeah, that was another thing. You weren't just looking for objects for quests. There were student handbooks to look out for so you can know what these girls were about. That's so much more fun than just getting their number by doing a quest for them and then fucking shooting Risu. The game is infinitely easier because your score does not matter in the slightest. I promise you, unless you are a toddler, with, first of all, why is your toddler playing Galgun? No. But unless you are a literal fucking infant, there is zero world in the 30 days, 28 days, 21 days, whatever amount of time it is an absurd amount of time. There's no chance you're not going to accumulate enough fucking Bezo bucks to send Risu on her merry way. Absolutely no world that you can fail in this game. Galgun double piece, you could fail. You could have a bad enough score. You could not have enough favor from one of the girls. They would literally leave you at the altar. My first run, I got left at the altar. It was fucking hilarious. I couldn't believe they did that. There's no soul to this game. There's no love in it. You can tell they had an absolute blast making double piece. They loved making Galgun Returns, the first Galgun. I don't think they liked making Galgun 2. Let's talk about the girls, right? The selection of main heroines in Galgun 2 compared to Returns and compared to Double Piece. I think Chiru and Nanako are fine. I think they're solid additions to the lineup. I think they're good. I think they fit the theme, they fit the mold. I don't know where I would put them. If you made me rank them in Double Piece, you got Shinobu, you got Maya, you got Akoro, you got Corona. Technically, there's a Patako route. Those are all great choices. The first game, you got Akira, who's awesome. It's not Kurame. The blonde rich girl, she's awesome. I haven't talked to the shrine girl yet. That's the one that I don't know. Awie's in that game too. Didn't talk about it. There are upgrades in Galgun 2, but there's no shop because there's no stats. You don't have to meet a stat threshold to make a girl like you. Awie's not in 2. Awie's in the first one. Awie's in Double Piece. Aoi is not in Galgun 2. Awie's awesome. Awie's ending in Double Piece because I forgot there is an Aoi ending. Coolest thing ever. Awie's awesome. Chiru and Nanako are awesome. I will say this. Here is one of my biggest problems with Galgun 2. I don't hate Risu, your little angel companion. She is objectively worse than Akoro and worse than Patako. She is objectively worse. She is just the white bread of this series. She is so whatever, bro. Absolutely whatever, okay? Listen, man. If I found a girl in real life like Risu, I am bringing her home to mom immediately. This isn't real life. This is a video game. I want to have fun. Akoro and Patako are fucking awesome. They're hilarious. There's good banter between you and the characters, but there's no banter between you and Risu because there's only an illusion of choice. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I do. Half the time you only have one option, which is basically like, hey, how's it going? And then she's just all like, yeah, you're the coolest. I love you. Woohoo! Yippee! Save my job, hero! She's just so bland, basic. She calls you master. It's not as weird as they make it out to be because it's more like a sensei thing. She's objectively worse than the other angel girls. She's so uninteresting. Like, there's nothing about her. Like, what do you know about her? Oh, well, you get to learn that she's kind of a failure and a klutz and a ditz. It's like, that's cute and all, but is that it? That's your character? You're upbeat and positive, but a little ditzy. Okay, can we have some fun back and forth? Can we have some fun banter? No, you're just gonna cheer me on? Alright, yeah. I don't like Galgun 2. I think it's inferior in every way compared to Double Piece, which is a shame because this is a guilty pleasure series of mine. They're fun, dumb, on-rail shooters, and they haven't made one since 2018. And no, I'm not going to count Galgun Returns either, because Galgun Returns is just a remake of Galgun 1, but on the Switch, as opposed to a Japanese exclusive to the PS3 and Xbox 360. It just sucks that Galgun 2 is the newest iteration of Galgun. That was 7 years ago, soon to be 8 years at this point, and it sucks that NT Creates isn't making another one because they're solid on-rail shooters. They're great games. They're really fun. Nobody else is making on-rail shooters anymore, and it sucks. They've taken that franchise, they've taken the Galgun franchise in a different direction by making the Gal Guardians games, which there are now 2 of, and they're Metroidvanias. I played the first one. The first one is phenomenal. I bought the second one. I'm gonna try it at some point. Maybe I'll talk about the Gal Guardians series at some point, but it just sucks, man. It sucks that I go from Double Piece, which had all this heart and soul and love put into it. You can tell the people who made this game had an absolute blast making it, and then to just go into Galgun 2 and think, oh boy, I'm gonna get more of Double Piece, and to be let down at every single turn is just so disappointing. I wanted more Double Piece, and instead I got that, which is just a hollow shell of what was genuinely a phenomenal game. Yeah, alright, I think I'm done, guys. See you guys later.